All right, we are going to get started with the closing remarks. It's been 3 days. I hope you have enjoyed the conference symposium thus far. We are going to give out the awards. There are a bunch of thanks to mention, and then we have some announcements about the workshops and the hike, as well as next year's symposium. So we are going to get to business right away. We are going to give out a number of awards. There are 2 sets of awards that we are giving out. PETS every year until recently has started to give out an artifact award that we are going to get started with. And this year, the artifact committee has selected 1 paper for the 2024 PETS Artifact Award. And to give out this award, I'm going to invite Miti Mazmudar, who is the artifact chair for next year, because the artifact chair for this year could not be here in person, to announce the award and hand over the certificates.
So again, on behalf of Max and Passon, I'd like to give the 2024 PETS Artifact Award to PRAC, Round Efficient 3-Party MPC for Dynamic Data Structures, to Sajan Shashi, Aditya Vodapalli, and Ian Goldberg. There was no collusion.
They are not here. So we can just pretend to take a picture and it will go on Facebook. All right, next we have the Andreas Spitzman Best Student Paper Award. This award is in the memory of Professor Andreas Spitzman, who passed away in 2010. Professor Andreas Spitzman was instrumental in forming what we now call the Privacy Enhancing Technologies Symposium, this conference. He was one of the pioneers that showed that privacy cannot only be achieved by law, and it needs to be implemented in technology. And this then revolutionary idea is now what is called privacy enhancing technologies, what this venue is all about. And this award is given to papers which are written solely or primarily by a student who presents the work at PETS. And the selection criteria includes reviews by the program committee, the scientific quality of the paper, the expected impact of the work on the field, as well as the quality of the presentation as it is delivered at the conference. And this year, we had 2 award chairs, Damon McCoy and Wouter Lux, who did a lot of work. Basically, they shortlisted 17 papers. They attended those 17 talks. They went through the reviews, the paper, digested all of it, and then how the presentation went, how the Q&A went, and also assessed the impact of the work based on the reviews. And the process here is that if one of those co-chairs is conflicted with one of the authors of the paper, they were not involved in decisions regarding that particular paper. So this was the process, and from this point onwards, I'm going to hand it over to Wouter and Damon. If you can please come up.
Thanks, Zubair. Okay, so maybe one tiny addition to the list that you saw on the previous slide, or maybe 2 things. One, if you're reviewing for PETS, for which many thanks, please try and be positive and do check that mark if you think a paper is award-worthy, because that is one of the ways by which we actually have to shortlist these papers. So keep that in mind next time you look at a paper. And then 2, there were a few papers that we had shortlisted for which unfortunately the student was not there presenting, which then did not get selected as a result of this. With that, we did manage to find quite a few interesting papers. So without further ado, we have 4 runner-ups this year, and the first of this is Exploring the Privacy Experience of Closeted Users of Online Dating Services in the US by Elijah, Sanjan, and Laurie. If anyone is here, I think my assessment says no, then just... Okay, this is like the best part. Okay, next runner-up. Can we make some noise? It's more fun. Okay, next runner-up is MediaTalks Privacy, Unraveling a Decade of Privacy Disclosure Around the World by Shujat, Korban, and Christina. Somebody's here.
All right, and so to continue on, the third runner-up is Over Fences and NTRs, Privacy Threats and Concerns of Commercial Satellites, Rachel, Mati, Maya, and Yoshi. Are any of the authors here? Okay.
We'll take an awkward picture.
Right. Okay, and our final runner-up here. Interest disclosing mechanisms for advertising are privacy exposing, not preserving. So Yana and Patrick. I will hand it back to Wouter for the...
Okay, so now for something maybe even more exciting. So we have 2 winners. The first one is Mixmatch, flow matching for Mixnet traffic artifact. For Mixmatch traffic, an artifact available is not part of the title. Oops. If you're here, maybe Claudia is hiding somewhere. We do have more. And Mark is somewhere, maybe? I've seen Mark. Okay, then. Okay, and then for the second winner, Client-side and server-side tracking on Meta, effectiveness and accuracy by Asma, Narjas, Oana, and Walter.
Well, thank you very much, Damon and Wouter. slides. Now that we are done with the awards, I want to thank everyone for contributing to PETS. First of all the authors of more than 700 papers and authors of about 150 accepted papers and the 300 attendees who attended the conference. So please, round of applause for yourself. And special thanks to 153 members of the editorial board and program committee who wrote almost 2,500 reviews and wrote more than 8,000 hot crap comments that you are not able to see. So it is a lot of work that they do behind the scenes. And let's please thank our program committee. And this year, Micah and I went through hot crap and we selected this subset of the program committee who did outstanding job with the reviews and went above and beyond. So if you are in the room and your name is on the screen and if you can read it, please stand up so we can thank you. If you see these people after the conference, please make sure that you shake their hand and thank them for their service. Like they truly went above and beyond. And special thanks to the rest of the organization committee, the Artifacts chair, Pasin and Max, who could not be here, but they did a lot of work behind the scenes. And to have the Artifacts committee to review all the artifacts, it's an incredible amount of work that they did. So let's thank them. And Tobias Fiebig, who helped them with the infrastructure because you need some infrastructure to evaluate all those artifacts. And this year we had a family chair, Natalia Bielova. Hot Pets chair, which will happen tomorrow. I guess we can thank them tomorrow as well, but let's thank them right now, Luke and Gunesh. Infrastructure chair, Roger and Ian, who always respond to random emails that Mike and I send them. Our local publicity chair, Partha, who is taking all these pictures. Pet award chairs, Florian and Alina, who decided the Casper Borden Award that was presented at the gala. And you saw those wonderful set of posters yesterday, so Shannon and Anna. Publication chairs, Dhruv and Pune, who did a lot of work. When you submit your camera ready, I'm sure all of you had to go through multiple back and forths to make sure the paper compiles just fine. All those like citations and everything, all the errors are taken care of. It's a lot of work that they do for all the papers. And this is particularly important because PETS is a self-published model. So they essentially do all the heavy lifting that typically some ACM or IEEE folks would do. So let's thank them. And our RUMS session chair, which I think one can argue is the most entertaining session of this conference, Roger. And I heard that speed mentoring was a big success this year, just like last year. So thank you, Nadeem, for doing that. And the sponsorship chairs, Stephen and Susan, who make sure that we get the money that we use to fund the conference, to fund the grants and all the other stuff that goes along with it. Stipend chairs, Susan and Navas, who took care of the stipend applications, reviewing them, and after the conference, hopefully they will pay you, reimburse you. Video chair, Partha again, even though his own video at the RUM session was not working. And our amazing web and publicity chairs, Kat and Mathilde, who take care of updating the website, and they're updating the website with the awards information right now. And this year, we want to give our special thanks to the 5 vice chairs. And I think I mentioned this a little bit at the town hall, but I want to emphasize this. The roles of vice chair is significant. And the kind of work they do, it happens mostly behind the scenes. So they do not typically directly interface with the authors. But each of them was responsible for handling roughly 20% of the load. So it was a lot of work, so I want to make sure that we properly recognize them. So if you are in the room, can you please stand up so we can thank them? Gunesh and Sadia, Anna, Rebecca, Paul. And please join me in recognizing my amazing, tireless, outgoing co-chair, Micah Sher, for his enormous contributions to the symposium and POPETs. He could not be here today because he had to attend an important family event, but he was amazing and really helped me a lot in bringing me up to speed and was very generous with his time. So let's thank him. And I would also like to give out our enormous thanks to the general chairs and the local arrangement folks. Everything that you see here happening at the conference would not have happened unless it was for them. So I would invite Awais to come up here, and let's recognize Awais as well.
Thank you very much, Zubair. I would like to just again reiterate all the thanks that Zubair has said, but I asked the local team, some of them have gone home for the day, but many of them are here, so I asked them to just all please stand up because, without them, so please stand up, all of you, and I would really like you to join me and thank them. So, yeah. There is generally a million things you have to do to organize a conference all the way to this week, and it wouldn't have happened without all these people and the ones who are not here. So I certainly, definitely cannot do this all on my own. So thank you very much.
And thanks to our sponsors, AWS, National Science Foundation, Google, CASA, Refrain, and the Ford Foundation. So let's thank them so they make a lot of this happen. And then moving on to next year and next few days, PETS 2025 will be in Washington, DC, and hopefully also there will be a hybrid online component as well. So get ready for the DC heat and humidity, as I'm told. And I'm assuming like many of you already know about the deadlines because the first issue is happening right now, and I noticed a lot of you in the hallways working on your rebuttals, which we unfortunately could not plan, and that happened during the week of the conference. Hopefully that will not happen next year. And then the next 3 deadlines are on this date, so please consider contributing to the next 3 issues of PETS 2025. And for PETS 2025, the organization is that Adam Aviv is our general chair, and I believe he is around. He has left. He's already working on a lot of organization. So let's thank Adam for taking up. And as Micah is rotating out, our co-chair for next year will be Rob Jensen. Rob is here. Can you please stand and show your face? And I must say, like, we are very lucky to have Rob as our next co-chair. The work has already started for next year, and I'm sure you sense that at the town hall. We are making a major change to the review process with the hopes of improving the process. And as we embarked on this process several months ago, Rob spearheaded a lot of the thinking and coordinating and getting feedback from people. And from my interactions with Rob thus far, I can truly tell that he cares about the PETS community, and the PETS will be in good hands in 2025 and beyond. So thank you, Rob. And PETS is growing. As the conference grows, the number of submissions increase by 20 to 30% year over year. We need more capable reviewers, editorial board members, program committee members. So please, 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 if you are not already signed up, you have nominated, you can self-nominate someone, you can nominate someone else. So if you think there is someone in this audience who is not already part of the editorial board and you think would be a good candidate, please go to this link and nominate yourself or nominate someone else who you think would be a good candidate. And then, as you noticed on the previous few slides, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of organizational elements that happen, for example, stipends and awards, and a lot of people that you saw who we thanked, many of them have been actually doing this work for many, many years. And they spent a significant amount of time and effort to make all of this happen. And I think we, as the pet community, are looking for new blood. We see a lot of people who are attending pets for the first time or who are not regulars, but if you like pets and you want to be a part of the pets community as part of the organization, please consider going to this form, entering your information, and to be considered to be part of the organization committee.
Pets for a long time.
And then Pet Board is also looking for proposals for 2026 and beyond. I'm told that Pets is open to be in any part of the world, so there are no geographic constraints. So if you are interested in making a proposal, please reach out to any of the organization committee, anyone on the Pet Board, and we can essentially put you in touch about how to go about putting together a successful proposal. And generally speaking, and those of you who have attended Pets already have a sense of this, that Pets likes to be in venues where we keep the registration fees low as compared to many other conferences. There is an international airport nearby, and it is mostly walkable. So if you think you are at a venue like that, or you can organize pets at a venue like that, please consider making a proposal. Reach out to anyone on the Pet Board, and you can find the names of people at this link at the bottom. Now, tomorrow and beyond, so Hot Pets is tomorrow. I am told that as hot as it is in the room today, the talks will be hotter tomorrow. So please make sure that you come up tomorrow. And to cool you off a little bit, I'm told that we have ice cream, and Awais has said that this ice cream will be the best that you will ever have. So no pressure. And then there is a hike on Saturday to cool you off further after Hot Pets, or maybe, yeah. And the hike is on Saturday, Cheddar Gorge. Again, I'm told it is beautiful. One important logistic detail is that there is a ticket, and the ticket has a QR code. And if you scan that QR code, you will get to a page that will tell you the location where you need to be on Saturday. So the departure location is not this location, it is a different location. So if you have a ticket for Pets Hike, please make sure that you scan the QR code on the ticket so you know where to show up.
I'm told that there's a correction. The coach returns at 3, not 2. So.
Yes, so if you have important stuff to do between 2 and 3, you may have a problem. And with that, let's conclude these closing remarks. Next, we have awards reception in the other building where coffees and lunches have been. Thank you all very much.